And we're back. Playing really my favorite game. EVE Online is my favorite game. Where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. Okay. When I last left off, I was about to scan this gigantic cluster of cosmic signatures. So, that's what we're doing. We're deploying the scanner probes. We're going to cloak back up. And then we're going to start our scan. I think I'll go ahead and scan the outside areas first, just to go ahead and rule them out. And as usual, I've got this set of stuff that I can just delete. Oh, there's nothing. No, I had one in here marked already, and it's in the same system, so that's good. That's from the last time we played. I kind of forgot where I am, but I'll remember as we get started. It's been a while since I played. I really like to set aside a large chunk of time so I can do this, and I'm in my last semester of university right now, so I really can't take any chances with school and stuff, so I have to put that first before everything else, so I can just get the hell out and be done with it and pretend like it never happened, you know. So, but so I don't have as much time as I would like, is what I'm trying to say. And I think anybody that plays EVE Online will tell you that they don't have as much time as they would like to put into it. Or they'll tell you, I put too much time into it and ruined my life. I saw a lot of people do that with World of Warcraft. I've only heard about it happening with EVE. I've never seen anybody ruin their life with EVE Online, although, like I said, I've heard about it. I can't remember where. I think someone on Reddit said that they threw their life away for EVE Online, and you can do that. It starts to get in your head that this matters, you know, this stuff matters. That's an easy thing to let happen. What I think is going to happen with me is, alright, so we're going to buy a camper, right? So that when I go do journalism somewhere, we're just going to, like, live in the camper. Kind of have a romantic little life in the woods or whatever. But what that means is there's not going to be a lot of room to have this bulky desktop computer hanging around. And even if there was, having this in a camper just kind of, it doesn't really fit, you know what I mean? Not in the physical sense, but in the sort of intellectual or spiritual sense of the idea that you have when you're going to go camping permanently or live in a camper, that you're kind of resigning yourself to a different lifestyle right off the bat that can include video games, but in many cases probably doesn't, right? So I'm going to leave this in the newsroom. And when I'm not doing journalism, I'll just hang out in the newsroom, if they let me, and play my game. I figure that's why I went to college, right? Is so I have the kind of freedom to be an adult and a kid at the same time. Not that this is particularly childish, but wait, ignore result. Yeah. But freedom is what I'm saying. Just to do what I want to do, and you know, after I work there for a little while, I'll kind of get a sense of whether or not I'll be able to get away with that sort of thing. And if I can't, big deal. I do have Wi-Fi through my phone, so if it really came down to it, and I wasn't allowed to do that, I could still play through a laptop running on the phone internet. Alright, let's warp out to this wormhole and just see what kind of thing we're dealing with here. And as we burn out that way, or warp, or whatever you want to call it, we will kind of run our D-scan here, see if there's anything around. There's not. Nothing. No. Okay. Some control towers. I don't really know what those are. Control towers, by the way. I know how to disregard them, but I don't necessarily know what those are. Speaking of what I'm disregarding the corporate chat at the moment. Not because I don't care what they're saying, but because I haven't been on in a while, so first of all, they're probably not talking to me. But secondly, they might be talking about strategy, or diplomacy, or just shooting the shit. But because it doesn't really have anything to do with me, and because I'm recording a video, I won't check out that corporate chat. Even though curiosity does tend to eat me up. Oh, let's check out this wormhole. What kind of thing are we looking at? Nullsec. Wormhole to nullsec. You know what? Fuck it. We're just going. Let's go. Let's call the probes home. Load them up. Warp to the wormhole. We're going to nullsec. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Here we go. Enter the wormhole. This is dangerous. There could be somebody hanging around out here. There probably isn't. But what I'm doing is kind of dangerous, I guess. And here we go. We're jumping in. See, I almost went for it. I went to click on the chat, but I didn't do it. Okay, good. There's nobody here. Let's just take a look at where we are in the neighborhood. Esoteria? Have I been here before? Period basis? I don't know. It doesn't ring a bell. It looks like there's a few people here, but not really a lot. Let's clear out my route. And just kind of go exploring. First of all, I'll aim towards this guy. And then I will scan this area. See what's out here, you know? I'm glad I got into nullsec so early on in this video. Oh yeah, I got stuff in wormhole space. Got a little bit of stuff. Okay, there's nothing here really, so we're just gonna call the probes home. Go ahead and reload them, and jump through this Stargate into this star system that's just kind of by itself out here. I like these ones that shoot off and they're dead ends. I think that there's something kind of romantic about their remoteness, sure, but a lot of people don't go out to them just because they're not on the way, you know? We'll see. Okay. I like to run a D-scan just to map the area first so I can make note of any changes. If somebody does happen to jump in, I at least know that I'm looking for, I don't know, something else, you know. I know how tall this little thing is supposed to be in my mind. That helps. Alright. The scroll bar. You know, it's kind of a shooting from the hip way to deal with it, but it works for me. I heard that they're changing the overview. So the way that the overview works right now could, before long, be something totally different. So I'm not even trying to learn it. I'm not PvP, not heavy PvP anyway, so I don't have much use for that, really. Okay, there we go. I know how to work it the way I know how to work it. That's kind of what this game is. It's just finding your own way. But not only that, but I mean, in terms of like how you play the game, but also in terms of just what you want out of it and how you approach it. People can use absolute statements all they want. Oh, you got to do it this way, and they always have their niche reasons for telling you how to do something, but that works for them, you know? And one thing I'm cautious not to do in these videos is tell anybody exactly how to do something. I tell you how I do it because I'm not afraid of you knowing my methods or anything like that. I'm not embarrassed by them either. If they come a little short of perfection, which I acknowledge that they might, although I've done this for so long that I feel like my methods are pretty refined. It's not exactly a trade secret what I'm doing, but at the same time, let's go check that out.
Warp drive active.
I don't know what it might be like. And if it's not much of a data site, I'm just going to turn around and leave, but I do want to at least look. I don't think it is. Ooh, I really like the screen effects there. The reflection off the lens. That's cool. It's really nice. Alright. Nothing. I think a lot of these are just going to be nothing. Yeah, I don't know. Hydromagnetic physics. I don't recognize that data core. Whoops, wrong thing. Stop that. Attainment decryptor. I think those are good. Whoops. Right? Are those good? I don't know. We'll hack this one and then leave. Well, first I might go and like scan the others down, like that one. Just see what it holds while I'm doing this. Just got like the same stuff basically. These decryptors, they're good, but I don't think it's good for my ISK per hour, so to speak. Like, there's a certain amount of money I need to be making to make this, the time that I'm putting into this, worthwhile. Whoops. So let's take these and these. That's pretty good, 5 mil. Not too bad. That's what you want out of these. Did I already check that one? I gotta check this one. Let's just see what's in the Sancha mainframe over there. I checked the comm tower. That wasn't that great. I think I checked that data bank. Where is it? Down there. What do I have selected? I did check that. Okay. I need that mainframe. Whoops. God damn you. Okay. Alright. Wrong language, but you know. You know. And we're just gonna jump on out. We're done here.
Warp drive active.
And I'll go ahead and get on my star map and chart a course. I could check those, but I don't think I will. I think what I want to do is maybe work my way out here. Out here. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright. Just go straight for
Warp
it.
drive active.
And then where will I go? Into this neighborhood, I guess. Kinda wonder what's happening out there. But gotta be careful, all the same. Okay. It's pretty calm here. I like this part of space.
Warp drive active.
Alright. This looks familiar. Am I in the right place? I don't want to scan old ground. No, I'm not. Data site. We'll check the data site out if this is nothing. Ooh, a relic site. That's what we want. That's why we explore. So let's go ahead and zero in on that. And we're going to hit it and then call the probes back. I'm not even going to scan the other data site down. So I'm changing my tactic. My strategy is to go exclusively
Warp drive active.
after these relic sites. Okay. We're thinking about money this time. I mean, I know that I make more money overall. It only makes sense that I do make more money by doing the data sites. But maybe with the amount of time that I have, I'm actually not making more money. So, because to go after every data site kind of assumes that you have all the time in the world, right? Okay, what are we doing here? That's good. We'll go for that one first. And we'll scan the rest of these. They all seem to have something in them, so we're just going to hit them all. This isn't a great relic site. Run-of-the-mill, kind of basic. Really one of the lesser sites you can do. But that's okay. That's okay. We just made 7 million on that one. That's good. Scan this last one too. Make sure we're approaching the right ones. Ooh, intact armor plates. I just noticed that. Those are very good. Ooh, and that's a good one too. Let's get the intact armor plates first. Oh yeah. Very good. Very good. Alright, now we are really zipping over there. Alright, let's go ahead and start it. And we'll be careful because we really want these. I love the armor plates. Those are the money right there. 21 million. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Now I saw more. Yeah, over this way. This one. Yep, right over there. Look at that asteroid. Okay. As usual, being very careful so as not to... Ah, yeah, perfect. Could have done it better a second time. 16 million. Wow. Alright, so if we only do relic sites, like just skipping the data sites, we are going to make a lot more money that way. Okay. Let's run our cargo scanner one more time just to kind of try and decide what we're going to hit next. I'm thinking this one. Yeah. We'll hit the Sancha remains first. I don't know what Sancha means. I think it's a pirate faction. I don't really know though. Ooh. See, that's pivotal. I just absorbed the damage there. Same for that one. You don't want to do that too many times though, because it does eat up your virus pretty hardcore. Jesus. Oh, somebody's here. So, alright, we're gonna loot that. Made 9 million real quick. Okay, and then we need to get. There we go. And let's just see if we can figure out what that is that just came in. Oh, there he is. Okay. It's a Helios. An explorer vessel. Covert Ops frigate, just like me. Well, see, it's a race in a way. We were racing that guy. So he's probably deploying his probes. He just cloaked up. It always sucks to be like right behind another explorer and you only get his leftovers. Alright, well what is he gonna do? Is he just passing through? I wonder if he saw me. He probably saw me. If he had his probes out, I'd see them. Oh, he left. Okay. We'll just get these last two things and then get out of here. Yeah, I kind of wonder where that guy came from, because if we're going opposite ways, he's just been getting all the stuff, you know? Notice I leave the carbon, basically coal, don't need it. Don't want it. No use for it. It's pretty cheap and it's just not worth the cargo space. Got it all? That was good. Alright, that was a great one. Great sight. Like quintupled our wealth. Okay. Now what are we gonna do? I guess go this way.
Warp drive.
The way I've already planned on going. Yep, that way. He might not have come from that way. I see another way I could possibly go. If it's not too good out here, I will go up into this area. Up here. That might be Paragon. There's only one site here. I am starting to wonder now if he
Warp drive.
already came through here. Or what. I love when I come out between the planet and its rings. I think that's so cool. Data site. We'll continue on.
Warp drive active.